Hello and welcome everybody. We have the NA EU patch notes, July 9th. We got the last PVE changes going through and quite a few events, so we're going to get to those once we get to them. First off, we have Warrior Main Weapon Succession, the Deep Ground Slash. They've adjusted the attack area of the Warrior Spirit attack applied to the skill to match its visual effects. The Warrior Spirit attack now also hits nearby targets. Prime forward slash, they adjusted the attack area of the Warrior Spirit's attack applied to the skill to match its visual effects as well. It now has the same offensive effects as the Prime forward slash. They've also improved the skill to now also increase attack speed upon learning the ultimate forward slash. However, the movement distance is slightly decreased. They added a smoother transition into attack 2 after Prime Heavy Strike. It's also been changed that the skill can be comboed again after a brief delay following attack 3. They've also improved that the skill can be comboed into Severing Thrust or Counter after the skill, and the WP recovery has been changed from 100 to 150 per hit. Spinning Slash has been improved to that the skill. They've improved the skill to rotate the character with the camera at the start when using a skill after others, such as Counter, and then damage adjustments. Succession Warrior Spirit is going to go up to 3032% with a 32.26 application, and Prime Forward Slash is going to go up to 5049 with a 21.55 application. Valkyrie Succession, Prime Sword of Judgment. The skill add-on tier has been changed from 1 to 2, with the cooldown changing from 4 to 6. Gladius Gloriae has been changed from 10 to 8 seconds, Celestial Smite as well. The damage of Valkyrie's Awakening skills will be adjusted a little bit, so we have Purificatone. It's going to go up to 4,500 with the Energy Explosion being the same, PvP application of 36.66. Castigatio is going to go up to 6,559 with a PvP application of 34.12. Divinia Impulsa is going to go up to 2,026 on the first hit and 4,052 on the second and last attack, with a PvP application of 38.49. Blitz Stab is going to go up to 6,719, PvP application of 26.09, and the ultimate version is going to go up to 6,719 with a PvP application of 26.09. Then we have Ninja Awakening, some damage adjustments. So Seamless is going to go up to 3018 with a PvP application of 24.51. Flow Execution is going to go up to 5563, PvP application of 33.7. Sudden Decapitation, the Waiki and Nido stance, is going to go up to 6103 on all 3 attacks, PvP application of 30.69. The Jodan stance is going to go up to 4,450 for the upward and the downward strike, PvP application of 30.69. Flow Mock Explosion is going to go up a tiny bit to 2,448 on the first hit. Second hit is going to go up to 8,860. PvP application of the first one is going to be 25.4, and on the second one, 35.45. Flashing Light is going to go up to 9,103 with a PvP application of 34.53. Corrupt Sword Dance, the Waki and Jodan stance, is going to go up to 4,340 on the first 2 attacks, forward and backward attack damage, PvP application of 38.93. The Nido stance is going to go up on the same skill to 5,419 on the first and second, with a PvP application of 38.93. And then we got the Bloodthirst Katana Shower. The slash damage is going to go up to 2,272, blade damage to 5,113, and the last attack to 5,535. The slash damage is going to have an application of 27.14 PvP damage and 43.09 in the blade and last. Then Striker, the Endless Fight. The skill has been changed so it can be comboed from Fallout only. The skill can still be performed via Quick Slot, and they removed the down smash and stiffness on hits. Spiral Cannon, the damage is going to go up to 3,382 with the extra attack damage sitting at 2,900, PE application of 60.7. Battle Cry is going to go up to 5,879, last attack to 6,738, PvP application of 27.87. Echo Spirit is going to go up to 2,423, PvP application of 49.99, so almost 50%. Corsair, getting some changes which I think will affect the PvP more than PvE, but we're going to see it. Crashing Wave, the HP has gotten an added recovery from up to 78 HP per hit. Flow Squall is going to go up to 168 per hit. Prime Wave Slash, they're going to add a recovery of 132 HP per hit. Wave Blast, the same. They're also adjusting the damage. Prime Storm Surge, it's going to go up to 3,696, and the last attack being the same. PvP application of 43.47, and also the damage adjusted on the flow after the storm accordingly. Prime Ocean's Allure is going to go up to 1,582 on the first attack, 4,218 on the second, 58.66 will be applied in PvP, and Prime Ocean Melancholy is going to go up to 4,067 with a PvP application of 43.2. Then we have some class changes. Valkyrie, the Ultimate Celestial Spear, has been improved to activate the skill when using Celestial Smite, while the Prime Celestial Spear is learned. Ninja Ninjutsu Block Jump, they fixed an issue where Ninja Succession could sprint when using a skill while concealed via Ninjutsu Oni Shadow. Shy, we're going to win. They fixed some issue where stiffens were applied more frequently than intended in certain situations when using the Force Echo while under the effect of the skill. Also, on the same skill, they fixed an issue where the effects of talent skills were applied and repeated more slowly when continuing to move compared to standing still while under the effects. Hashishin's Mirage, they fixed an issue where the Way of the All buff was removed when using a skill during Retribution with dual glaives. Nova Break Orbit, they fixed an issue where the character's animation was unnatural when using the skill to the left with Sting. And Wusa Butterfly Step, they fixed an issue where the Chain Flitting Step was used first when pressing W Shift after the skill with the main weapon. Content-wise, they've extended the Olvia Academy Class 2 period. Before it was July 9th and July 16th as a class period and quest acceptance as well. Now it's going to be after July 23rd before maintenance as the enrollment period, and you can complete the class till July 30th. And the quest acceptance period is until July 22nd, so you can graduate between July 22nd and 30th if you finish everything. They've also added the opening animation for the Ataraxian reward boxes for Vamakea, Sikrikea, Yolonakia, and Orzekia. The opening animation is pretty much the same as when opening Boss Blitz rewards. They also changed the Choose Your Combat support box to be stored in the Pearl inventory. Any Choose Your Combat support boxes you previously owned have been moved to Heidel storage. They've also changed some of the selectable items inside the Choose Your Combat support box. So before they had the Choose Your Landscape box, now it's Choose Your Landscape box without the event. They also added a note to the Choose Your Landscape paint box description stating that future paint items may be added to or included in selectable items. Then we have Black Shrine Songakshi Calamity 8-10 being released. Apparently you need to read during this boss, pretty much following, well, a text, and then you have to go to that guy. Don't have much more details than that. You're going to have to look up a video on that. They've also added with this, they also added the rewards. Standard rewards, Trace of Thunderbolts for the upper ranks. You get the Essence of Dawn boxes, so pretty much everything that we've come to get used to all the new bosses. They've increased the landscape paint drop rates in monster zones. So here we can see Ash Forest Base is going to go up by 2.49 times, Decade 1 by 2.41, and Decade 2 by 2.37. Sakurai Underwater Upper is going to go up by 2.47, lower only by 1.69. World Sulphur Base is going to go up by 2.4 times, the Decade by 2.41. Pila Ku 2.47, the Decade version 2.44. Akman by 2.48. Dekia Akman by 2.44, Histria 2.53, base, Dekia by 2.48. Panics is going to go up a good chunk by 3.09, Crypt of Resting Thoughts by 8.17, City of the Dead by 2.89, Tongrad only by 1.75, Dark Seekers by 2.39, Olin's Valley by 2.12, Dekia 1 Olins by 2.36, and Dekia 1 Olins by 2.36, and Dekia 2 by 2.39. They also improved that the landscape can now be used at Tunkuda Dekia Lanterns monster zones. That was a small change. They've also changed the Zephyrus Knight exposed to the powerful energy to have its HP significantly reduced when Beelzebub appears. They also applied the following improvements to the Titan spawns more naturally. So they fixed issues where the attack warning area appeared unnatural, the direction of the Titan face appeared unnatural, and the fixed issue where the characters were pushed back. And pretty much the same changes are being applied to the Gravekeeper Golems, apart from the warning area display. Mount-wise, they changed the mount transport function for guild mounts to be only accessible to guild members with the Manage Guild Mounts authority. Note in Conquest Wars, they improved the status UI, so merit points of the offensive sides that participate before the defensive field, HQ, or command post is destroyed can be viewed, so this can be viewed during the fight. NPC background and sound, small change. Kadir, the blacksmith in Hakinza, will now also accept latent boss aura exchanges, so that you can exchange your latent boss auras with him now. UI, the character note on the exit game UI. They've improved the character notes will be written in the view family UI on the world map to be displayed above the character names in the exit and character selection. Also, they improved so a guide on a mount stamina to display for new adventurers when they board a mount that is ready to be leveled up and has less than 30 stamina remaining. They also changed the world map, so the view character UI, so that selecting another character while viewing a character's inventory will automatically open the other character's inventory as well. And they changed the position of the storage button that appears at the top when opening a storage in the world map. Improve the durability warning UI to display based on the remaining expiration period when equipping a fishing rod that has an expiration date. So the warning UI will display if the expiration date is approaching, even if there is remaining durability, and the UI will appear when you change the stance or fishing, or start auto fishing after meeting the display conditions. Further, they added an option to check whether a character was Succession or Awakening at the end of a node Conquest War from the guild's node Conquest War status. Web-wise, they changed the support page link at the bottom of the login page, changed the account information account detail page so that interested game sections is no longer displayed, and they changed the account deletion page to specify which game data will be deleted and adjusted the order of some items. Then we have modifications and changes. They fixed an issue where my attendants of the following classes would not perform exclusive animations when wearing the clocked-in outfit: Ninja, Kunoichi, Guardian, and Scholar. They fixed an issue where the Tail Kibi tiles Calamity 6 quest was not displayed in the Suggested tab. Fixed some issues where the Naughty but Witty quest would not progress after completing the highest place on Bukir Island knowledge. Improved the dialogue on the NPC Garania on Papu Krenea Island to provide more detailed quest guidance. Fixed some issues where furniture was floating unnaturally in Starry Midnight Port. Mitigated the issue where characters could climb onto transparent steps inside Magnus. Fixed some issues where certain objects did not summon properly if you quickly selected the next illusion after completing a stage in a Altar of Blood. Fixed some issue where merit points were not counting when destroyed siege defense towers during Tier 2 node Conquest Wars. Fixed some issues where the assemble at the start of the Ulukita node war occasionally caused characters to fall beneath the ground. Then there was an issue where 2 or more Doom Callers could be summoned by a single guild during the Ultimate Conquest War. Fixed a Conquest Status Alliance UI to properly display the records of the top 10 adventurers for defeating other adventurers. Fixed some issues when navigating with an Abyssal Well option selected guided you to an incorrect location. Fixed the issue where downloading settings from the settings archive while using auto-use items active did not apply the settings properly. Accordingly, auto-use items will be deactivated when downloading settings. They also fixed some issues where the Snowfall Crasher event was displayed in the escape menu in certain situations. Then we have some gamepad mode fixes. They fixed an issue where the description for each item could not be viewed in the status area. Then they fixed an issue with pressing B while in Central Market was open from the world map would close the world map. Fixed some issues with the error occasionally occurred when leaving Magnus. Made improvements to reduce stuttering that could occur in certain environments. So they do make a note to thank players who reported the issue. They will continue to monitor it. Then we have Shy. They fixed an issue where the Angelion appearance would display when wearing Demonis armor A or B with certain gloves. Fixed some issues where attempting to check in a wagon as a stable keeper after capturing wild horses would occasionally fail. And they fixed an issue where the text for the zoom in, zoom out on the Conquest UI wrapped awkwardly. Then we have some events. One of them, Black Desert reinterpreting masterpieces. So overall, I am the star, you are the masterpiece from July 9th to 23rd. You create artworks created over 100 years ago, so prior to 1926. It is limited to paintings or sculptures that include a person. Ineligible artworks are pure landscapes, still lifes, animals, or any works that do not include a person. Masterpieces reimagined, so here we can see some examples done. The Last Supper, for example, and the Three Saints. Pretty much you can choose a masterpiece from over 100 years ago, you pretty much recreate it. There are some notes, of course. PA does mention no use of AI programs. They are not responsible for any disadvantages resulting from unauthorized use. Content that violates the Black Desert Terms of Service, including illegal promotional and commercial content. and some other stuff socially unacceptable, sexually explicit, or antisocial nature, content that inappropriately modifies or damages the blacklist IP, or deemed inappropriate by Pearl Abyss. Otherwise, you post your work on the Forum Art Media event section. You must include the masterpiece tag and your region, and the name of your recreated artwork in the title. So here they have an example of Mona Lisa. You attach both your in-game screenshot and the image of the original masterpiece. And then step 3, include the following details in the body of your post. Title of the masterpiece you recreated, key points of your recreation and a short creator's note, and the family name of any other adventurers who participated with you. Grand prize winners, they get the Choose Your Spotlight outfit box, the permanent title Picasso, Monet, and Me. Same thing for the runner-up winners, they get the Social Action Tada in the title. And then participation get the It's That Easy title with Kakua's Paw Doodle box, which contains one of the Paw Doodles. Then we have Heidel Festival Prelude with a new seal. So from now until July 30th, we have a new seal. We have some rare hammer boxes, 200 stacks, go see rare Deboreka support boxes, paint boxes again, girds. Here you can see the Deborekas with a max of up to duo. Hammers is the usual primordial and ancient, and you can always exchange them for gold bars. You get a few via the daily login channel, and you can select and complete quests for the category, so pretty much it is one of these again. So you pick a quest, complete the quest, and you do it. There is usually the one that allows you to do the random one, which will give you a bit extra, but it does not seem to be the case this time around. And yeah, all accepted event quests and owned quest scrolls and UI will be removed on July 30th, so do try to get these done and push them out and get your stuff. With that, we have the Desert Light Hotline Blessing starting, so the Ancient Device has been filled, so we have special hotline for 2 weeks, item drop rate 100, 1000% combat XP, 400 skill XP, and life XP excluding mount and trading. This also includes more Agris Fever, so the Ancient Device also gives us 40,000 Agris points per day. Then also we have the Morning Blessing boost again, so you can defeat the solo bosses 7, 8, 9, 10 for double blessings. So pretty much 2 AP instead of 1, 2 DP instead of 1, and item drop rate of 40 instead of 20. Then we also have Get Hype for Heidel Ball 2026 with AMD. You will have received some megaphones in your in-game mail. You open the chat and go to the world map. You then shout the AMD phrase, which is AMD advances gaming with an exclamation mark. You then post that in world chat, and you enter a raffle that way for an AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT, and you will get 300 Cronstones for a participation. Then we have the other small big thing. We have Thermian Beach grand openings from now until July 30th. Thermian Beach is now open for a refreshing festival. Dive into pristine ocean. So we have the Ancient Black Spirits Adventure coming back, beach fishing spot, and weekly silver shop. So with that, we have the festival quest coming back. So you heard the rumors too. You pretty much go through this. You have contribution XP, Thermian die boxes for once per family, also the once per week. Then we have the Ancient Black Spirit Adventure, where you use the new dice. You pretty much go through it and have the Papu and Otter sections for the double rewards if you land on them. Completion rewards for the first one gives you Cronstones, Crow Coins, Choose Your Summon Outfit Box, Crow Coins, and Thankful Premium Outfit Box, with a Ultimate Premium Enhancement Box at the end. Once per family, you also get some of the dice on the daily login. And then you have the general rewards being shown here. There's some nice Cronstones in here, some Sharps, Magicals. It looks pretty decent. Then we have the Thrill of the Catch at the Beach. So you can catch the Thermian Big Eye, Marlin, or Lobster, pretty much for 50 million, 20 million, or 10 million. You can sell these straight to a vendor. Then we have the weekly silver shop being added again, so choose your Thermian die box for 500,000 silver. You can also get the Thermian Sunset and Thermian Blue buffs. Also, we have the general Thermian silver vendors again, which includes life skill mastery, cooking, alchemy time reduction and processing success, mount XP, training XP, weight limit and gathering item drop rate, and auto fishing time reduction and chance to catch rare fish. Then we also have the Magical Verdure Drought, Celerity, Elixirs of Mastery and Labor coming back. And then finally, we have a Lullaby at Thermian Beach being hinted at, drawn by the melody, echoing from a strange jukebox at the Festival Beach. Someone from beyond the abyss parts the waves and approaches. with a coming soon for us. And with that, we're already in the Pro Shop. Let's go through it. So we have the Choose Your Landscape paint box being added for 150 pearls. Quite bold. You could buy this 30 times. 10 purchases for a 600 loyalty box version. This is more interesting for more people. Then we have the Summer Festival Spotlight. So the full Spotlight pack comes back. That is a bit of a surprise. I was not expecting that to come back up, but it is back if you wanted to catch it. We also have the Spotlight Dance returning and the Spotlight Performance. Same thing for the same hip, different hop. Dance to your own beat and the Flamenco Together Now and Do the Twist, also returning for pearls. Then we have the Special Adventure Box, 70% off if you choose to partake in that. We have a Hexa Premium Outfit Box, double premium. Then we have some Gamba boxes. These we're just gonna skip through. If you like the Gamba boxes, you'll know about these and check them out. Artisan's Memory Pack is back as usual in different variations. Same thing for the Guru's Choose Your Training Pack as being back. And with that, it is actually very quiet on the Pro Box, Pro Shop. But it is ball soon. There's going to be a lot of rewards. Let's see what they bring us. And with that, I wish you the best of luck.